This episode is brought to you by High Point Market. Welcome to the Design Dash podcast, your guide to designing a life you love. Join us as we explore the keys to living the life you want without compromise.
Hey there, welcome to the Design Dash podcast. Today we're getting real about something every interior design business owner faces: client personalities. Specifically, how to tell if your client is discerning, demanding, or just flat out difficult. There is a fine line, it turns out, between high standards and toxic behavior. And if you've ever walked out of a client meeting wondering, is it me or is this person just an asshole? This episode is for you. So we're going to unpack some red flags, boundaries, and business saving strategies so you can protect your team, your profit, and your peace. I'm Laura Umansky. I'm the co-founder of Design Dash, and I'm here with Melissa, who is also my co-founder. I guess we're using that word a lot.
Yeah.
So Melissa, tell me, what do you think the difference is between a discerning client and a demanding one? We'll talk about assholes in a minute. What's between discerning and demanding? What do you think? What's your take?
I think discerning clients are actually our best clients. Like they know what they want. They want the excellent quality. And I think that they're also respectful about it. And that they might even be curious. And I think they also trust us to a degree because they chose to work with us. And so if we work really well, it feels even better for them because they made the decision to work with us in the first place. And then on the demanding side, and this isn't to say that like our demanding clients aren't also really good clients also.
Right. So demanding but fair. Let's be.
Yes. I think that they are usually really intense. They want things done their way or really fast, but they're manageable. I think that especially if you've worked in residential interior design for a long time, you've dealt with a lot of demanding clients, but you can manage them. I think they don't veer into asshole territory for me. What about you?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think a discerning client is someone that knows what they want. They're respectful. They're communicative. And for me, a client can be discerning and demanding. I think those two things are not mutually exclusive. So like a discerning client may have very high standards of quality that they're expecting.
Right.
And they may be demanding. So they want high quality and they have extremely high standards that they expect you to adhere to. But even though they're demanding and they're discerning, either or, they're not high drama.
Yeah.
They know what they want and they are extremely fair and realistic.
Yeah.
To me, that's the difference. And I think it's easy. I don't know. It may be easy for me to understand the difference between someone that's really demanding and or discerning and someone that's an asshole. Just because you're demanding, I'm not going to be offended by that. I'm not taking anything personally. You have your view, I have my view, but I'm here to serve you as a client. So I'm okay with that. But if you're an asshole, that's different. That I will take personally.
Yeah. Because I think that's where the respect is lost. That's the whole thing I think with the asshole. Like a discerning client is they still know exactly what they want and they're respectful, and then they veer into demanding because they want it fast. They want quick responses exactly whenever they want them. All of that good stuff. They might be micromanaging, which is so hard to deal with.
But I don't know. Micromanaging could veer into like toxic territory.
It can, I think, especially if they don't have boundaries. I think that's the thing about that goes into asshole clients is like they're contacting you at all hours of the day. They're expecting you to have all of these answers. They're wanting you to go outside of your process to fit their needs.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's important too because like a discerning client is coming to you because you do have a process and you can help them get what they're looking for.
Right.
You can help them get to that end goal and they understand that.
Yeah.
Demanding clients may follow your process. They may not. They may do both. They may follow it sometimes and then demand something different or their own timeline or whatever, but they're still fair. And so I think that if you can communicate to them what your process is and why, even though they're demanding, they're still fair. The client that is crossing that line between demanding, discerning, and asshole behavior, they are being disrespectful or demeaning. Like they are completely unrealistic.
Mhm.
So there's no flexibility there. They don't want to hear it. They don't care if it's fair.
Right.
And so I think for me, that's the big difference. And we've had all of these types of clients in my 18 years of having this firm. I've had every single one of these clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you deal with this? Like if you have an asshole client, what are you doing?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I wish in every scenario we could cut them loose, because I think that with the asshole client, they're questioning everything that you do, right? Like they're questioning your fees, they're questioning your choices, they're questioning your intelligence. Like they are just, I can't deal with it. I think that sometimes we have let those clients go. Other times though, we've just been like, all right, you know what? Let's not take this personally. This person obviously is not healed. This is still great.
They're on their own journey. They just haven't reached their destination.
Right. They haven't finished yet. So I think it really depends. I think that for us, when it has come down to those asshole clients that are talking down to the team or making the team feel unsafe in any way,
Yeah.
and have gone so far beyond the boundary of communication, we've had to let them go. I mean, like when somebody's contacting you 17 times in the course of 20 minutes, we know what we're talking about. It's just not sustainable.
There's no boundary there. There is no understanding. Okay, well, here's a good question. Do clients know that they are demanding, discerning, or assholes?
Oh, I mean, I think that's a great philosophical question. Like, do assholes know that they're assholes? I think a lot of times they do. I think they do because they've gotten, because it's probably a maladaptive defense mechanism. They just learned this because of their trauma. Who knows? But it's worked to get them what they want and need. And so they just continue to do it. Like, especially the assholes, they've been here for 6 decades on the planet Earth. They're like, well, no consequences for this behavior.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I kind of feel like that if they go from for some people, it's even a trajectory. I'm discerning when I start.
Yeah.
And then I become demanding because I'm not getting exactly what I want. And then I'm going to be a toxic asshole because that's worked for me in the past.
Right.
That seems like a choice.
I think so.
I don't know. But I will say I love working with discerning clients. I do.
Yeah.
Here's
a question. Have any of those discerning clients that you've left to work with, have they ever veered into asshole territory? Because it can be a mood too.
No, I don't think so. Not the ones that I like, the discerning type that I like to work with. No, they don't have to.
So what are some discerning client green flags?
That they have a high taste level.
Okay.
And they have high expectations. That's okay, because that's what we're here to deliver on. That's what we're good at. We are very, very good at knowing what to do and how to meet high expectations. That's what we do all day. We do big, large scale, very complex projects, and we know how to follow our process and work with a team to deliver on those projects. I think, yeah, I'm all about having a discerning client that wants that delivery. It's when it gets to like the demand. Maybe I guess when I say demanding, I mean someone that's maybe unrealistic.
Sure. Yeah.
And they become demanding because we are unable to meet an unrealistic expectation.
Yeah.
A discerning client has a realistic expectation.
Sure. And I think that they understand that the type of work that they do, that we do, it takes time.
Yep.
And so
they're okay with that.
They're okay with that.
We're going to meet their expectation. They are discerning. They want the best. They know this, and they know we can do it. And they're willing to go through the process and take the time.
That's the thing. They will go through our process.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I think like demanding clients can get really irksome when some clients are just going to pull us out of our process because timeline, some things are going to happen.
And it may be probably something out of their control. I think when they get demanding, it's a control thing.
Yes.
It's something in this, most of the time, like timing. Someone's pushing them, their builder,
Yeah.
or some event they're throwing at their house. Like they're throwing a 50th birthday party and it's happening on September 1st and their stuff
Yeah.
has to be done. So it's like, it's usually timing, right? Or budget. Like there's
Right.
some external factor that's putting pressure on them and they in turn put it on us.
Yes. And in those instances, I don't know about you, but I'm not that it's frustrating, but I'm not upset with that client. Like that's not
No,
something they can
no, no,
control.
no. And a lot of times, as long as we can see, like, okay, that is an external factor. You client are also under pressure. We're here as your advocate. We're going to help you handle that pressure. And we're going to come up with realistic ways to problem solve and address these outside pressures. That's
Right.
fine. All day I can do that. But when you turn into a jerk about it, God, I know. Like some people just deal with pressure that way. They just do.
Yeah.
They turn into a jerk. That I don't want to, I can't abide.
Yeah. It's
I
hard. And
cannot abide.
it's rare. It doesn't happen all of the time, but and sometimes you just don't even know from those first conversations. Like they become an asshole 6 months in. You're like, well, I'm stuck with this now. Like,
Or sometimes you're dealing with their representative and not directly with the client.
yes. Yeah.
That's happened to us in the past where we have dealt with somebody that is an assistant or like a property manager, a house manager. We never dealt directly with the client. For some reason, that assistant, property manager, whoever it is, significant other in some cases,
Yes.
has moved on. They are no longer involved in the project. And then we get asshole client.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to just finish the project and move on with our lives. Sometimes you have to part way with the client.
Yeah.
What are some red flags that we've had in the past that if you were looking at a project, you're dealing directly with the decision maker from the outset? What are those red flags?
Why is this so expensive? You know, like I could do this myself. Like this seems so easy. Why am I paying you this huge markup to do it? Like I feel like we get those kinds of things a lot. And again, asshole clients are very rare. But I think that when they do exist, it's this kind of like diminishing of the value that we provide as interior designers. That's the big one for me. Or like interior design is a scam or those kinds of things. So just like,
Yeah.
it is not. This is
Yeah, it's when they're showing you very upfront who they are.
yeah.
And they are not trusting. And they don't want to do this. They don't want to work
Right.
with you.
They don't want to
But
do
they
it.
feel like they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely a red flag.
Because they usually have like an angel of a spouse or partner who does trust the process and
Yes.
values interior design. But unfortunately, they have to compromise and live together.
If you're a designer, then you know that High Point is the epicenter for all things interior design. All your favorite furniture vendors are there, your favorite designers, manufacturers, tastemakers, trendsetters. Market happens every April and October, and we hope you'll register and attend. We're there each market, and we're always finding something new. We know you will too. Check out highpointmarket.org for more information.
Assholes
Yeah,
get
but you're
their
not
way.
married to that person, so you don't have to work with them. So yeah, avoid. I think that's a really good one, actually. That's really just the biggest one for me is someone that does not trust you from the outset, and
Yeah.
you know it.
You know it.
Or just someone that's just like, it's all about the money. That's
Yeah.
it. They don't care about the process. They don't care about that you're here to take care of them. They don't care that they're going to have a beautiful, like magical experience and end product. That's not what it's about for them. It's about the money.
Yeah.
That's a red flag for me.
And then in that case, do you even think that working with an interior designer is right for them?
I mean, maybe if they're all about having it look good and they can't do it themselves, I guess, but like they need to work with somebody that doesn't really care about the outcome or what it looks like. They just care about budget and bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not us. I want a pretty interior at the
Yeah.
end.
Well, and I want to have a mutually respectful relationship. I think that's the thing is like respect our process, respect our time, respect our craft. I mean, we're respectful of you. Like we're honored to be in your home
Yeah.
with these wonderful clients. So I think that when that respect is gone in any way, veering into asshole territory very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I love a discerning client though. I really do. I think, especially the ones that come to us with, I don't know, things that they're really looking for their home. And they're
Yeah.
very specific and they're like, I want to have this artist and I want it lit in this way. And I'm just like, ooh, I've never heard of that artist. I'm so excited to
You
get
make your dream come true.
Yes, it's like something that they're introducing something new to me. I think that's really cool. Or they're kind of pushing our boundaries because we're here to push all day. I love to push people out of their comfort zones and get something really interesting. I think the results are better when I'm getting pushed out of my comfort zone. And then I, in turn, can push the team.
Yeah.
But a client that's coming with something like big expectations, love it. Love
Yeah.
it. I will accept that challenge all day long. So for me, that's a green flag. Like a discerning client, bring it. A demanding client, even bring it, because we are going to like blow you away with everything we do.
Well, let's talk about those demanding clients then, because the asshole clients, like, I mean, again, they're rare and we can get rid of them. But the demanding client that started out discerning and you really want to work on the project and you really want to make them happy, you want to give them a home that they love, but now they're getting into this place where like they want results a little bit faster than what they had originally said. And they want to veer out of the process a little bit. Like,
and that happens.
How do we get back on track, I guess?
Well, and I think that's the point too, is that we do get back on track. So if it starts getting like this project is going off the rails, and they are upset because they are being so demanding and they don't understand why you aren't just, saying how high when they say jump.
Yeah.
I think just coming back together and having a really candid conversation about project goals, like let's regroup. What's the goal here? We share your goal. We are not in opposition. Yes, you're demanding and we're here to meet those demands, but it's going to be within this framework. And I think that's what you come back to is here's my framework. Here's my path to success for this project. And you as the designer are going back to the rails of the train. We are the conductor of this train. And we are keeping this project on the rails. So as the conductor, you are telling them, hey, this is where we are in our journey. This is where we're going to go. Here's where we've been. We've accomplished all these things. Today we're here. And to get you to the end, this is what we're going to do. And I think as long as
that can be a difficult conversation sometimes.
It can be, especially if you're telling them something they don't want to hear. Like, yeah, we are at this train stop right now. To get to your destination, it's going to take us 3 months longer than we thought. And sometimes that's just the reality. So I think like having just being real, don't sugarcoat it. Give them solutions, tell them how you're going to solve their problem, but don't sugarcoat it because you're having this like get our project back on track meeting. And if you tell them something that's not true, you're going to be having that same damn conversation in a month.
Yeah.
And they're going to be pissed because you told them something that wasn't true. So yeah, have that difficult conversation.
Yeah. Because it can build trust too. I mean, I always go back to that, but it's that trust and respect that really sets apart, the discerning clients from the terrible clients that have, that don't respect us. So like, I think that's a good point. Getting back on track with that demanding client is all about establishing that trust again.
Yes. But also showing that you're the professional in the situation.
Right.
And so it's not just like delivering bad news, because that sucks and we have to do it, but it's delivering the bad news and telling them why.
Yeah.
And then telling them what you're going to do about it moving forward. So yes, this is not the news we want. It's going to take 3 months longer. It's going to cost another $100,000, whatever it is. Here's the why. This is how we got here. This is why this is happening. And here's not excuses. I don't want to excuses are horrible. No one wants to sit here and listen to excuses, but there is a reason why this is happening. Here's the reason, facts. This is what it is. And this is how I'm going to handle it for you, demanding client. Here's how I'm going to meet your demands realistically for me without driving myself to drink or hurting my mental health or emotional stability or whatever. Here's how I'm going to get you there. That's what it is. So either you're going to revert to being discerning or you're going to become an aggressive asshole. And then we've got a different situation.
Yeah.
But hopefully that demanding client stays either demanding, becomes discerning, and you get to your end result together. I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah. A lot of it is it's that whole communication piece and solving problems. And before I came into this industry, I had no idea how much of it was problem solving. I feel like 98% of it is problem solving.
Welcome to it, sister. I know it really is. And I love problem solving. So that's why I think that design, like architecture, this building, it really, renovation especially, which, I mean, talk about problems, renovations, historic renovations. But I think that's why so many of us are drawn to this. It's not just about selecting beautiful fabric. It's about solving big issues.
Yeah. And at a more intimate level, because we're residential. So I think that's why, and maybe that's why we're a little bit more okay with the demanding, because like this is their home. Like if we were in commercial and we were dealing with a demanding client, I'm like, why?
Well, then that boils down to timing and budget, always.
Yeah. And then it's, of course, different conversations and different feelings. But I think that's why it's okay. Like when I see a demanding client, like, man, you kind of should be demanding. This is your home.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, discerning. Demanding, I don't know. I mean, let's all aim to be discerning. Like we want it to be beautiful. We want it to be wonderful for our family.
Let it take the time it needs to take. I think that's the biggest one for me is the taking of the time.
And also realistic and fair.
Yeah. And not expecting a response 2 seconds after you sent it. You know, like having that boundary.
I know. And I'm impatient. I have high expectations in my business too. And you know this. Yeah. I have high expectations and I can be impatient. I'm so guilty of it. But I try to approach it with like a realistic outlook. Now, especially, I've learned that over time. Like not everybody does everything the exact same way that you would do it. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It's actually probably better. So, I think now if we can just approach life that way, that'd be great. We're all going to be discerning in life.
We'll all figure it out.
Business and design. But I think I'm going to give you, if you're listening, I'm giving you permission though to break up with your assholes. If there are any clients in your life that are assholes, shoot me a note and we will talk about how to respectfully and gracefully exit that situation.
Protect your peace. Yes.
Yeah. Because man, nothing is worse than like dreading Monday morning because you know you're walking into like some like, what do they call them? Like keyboard troll person that had some horrible email over the weekend and you're walking in Monday morning and having to deal with that client. Like it's not fun.
Well, and it takes away your attention for the discerning clients who respect you, you know, because
true.
I think one thing about the asshole clients is, man, they're in your face they are. You can't escape them. And unfortunately, you at the end of the day, we still want to take care of our clients the best that we possibly can. And so the squeaky wheel gets the grease off in that time.
I was going to say, but they're not even a squeaky wheel. They're like tires come off and you're driving on a rim and it's like shooting sparks out the back. Like get rid of that. It's time to sell that car. Like you're done. That's not a squeaky wheel. That's like.
We had a lot of transportation. We had a lot of transportation analogies in this one.
I know.
I don't know why.
I'm not sure. I don't even need a new car. I need an oil change. All right. I mean, I feel like I don't want this to feel like a negative episode. I feel like I've been really negative.
I mean, we really applauded our discerning clients. And I mean, like we have excellent clients that are discerning. That's why I want to say like the asshole clients are so rare, but they take up so much of your headspace and energy that you just have to talk about them.
Yeah.
You gotta let it out.
It's not to say like a client that's upset. They can be upset without being a jerk.
Yeah,
and that's okay. I've had a long time client. Actually, I haven't worked with her in a while. But she would come to me. We were friends. And she would say, I'm going to give her a name, Sue. This is business Sue calling you today. This is not friend Sue. This is business Sue. And she would say, I am concerned about XYZ that's being handled this way. And I'd like to see it handled this way.
Mm-hmm.
Great. but she's not coming in and saying like, this is bitch on wheels, Sue, and I'm really pissed and you're an idiot and I can't believe you did it this way. Like that is different.
Yeah.
So yes. Okay. We're not being negative. We are.
And she might think that. That's totally fine. But,
fine.
Be courteous.
I'm an idiot sometimes, but don't tell me.
Be human. Right.
Just be cool. Yeah. So discerning clients versus demanding clients versus asshole clients. They're all very different. And the same client could be maybe
all three at different
stages. Yeah. But hopefully they're light on the jerk behavior and they are heavy on the discerning. If it's a spectrum, let's hope they're like 90% discerning.
And then we get to install and they're just happy little clams.
Yes.
They're wonderful.
None of that asshole behavior ever happened.
All gone.
I forget it too. I totally forget. I don't remember. I have a horrible memory and I do not hold grudges. Like,
well, yeah, they might come back and want to work again. And you're just, it's like having a baby. Just like, oh, that wasn't bad.
That was not bad. What do you mean? Totally fine. Of course I'll work with you again. All right. Well, I think if you're listening and you are having an issue with a demanding client, fine, we can help you. If you're having an issue with an asshole client, send me a note or join the Design Dash community because we talk each other off a ledge all day long.
Yep. It's okay to go scorched earth too. You're not alone.
Yep. So seek us out and we will help you out there. And there's also in our workshop replays, we did a workshop all about complex projects and clients. And so we delve into this even more and give examples and like talk about how to gracefully exit if you need to, or how to avoid getting into a very complex or argumentative client.
Because that's a better way to do it. And you talk a lot about that workshop is just really setting these kinds of expectations from the outset.
Yep. Yeah. How to stick to your project map and keep your client informed, and they will be happy little clams through the whole thing.
It should be.
Most of the time. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. This is a short and sweet one, but this is wishing you all very discerning clients.
Yes. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to check out our next podcast coming live next week on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. In the meantime, you can find us and more wonderful stories like these on designdash.com. And make sure to follow us at Design Dasher on Instagram and TikTok. Till next time.